Alright, let's try this again. Hello everyone, and welcome to my den. I'm Kane Lowens, and today, there's a couple things that are going to be a little different. I'm testing out, I think I might have finally gotten the settings how I want them, give or take, on VTube Studio, so I'm going to be trying that out with, like, the actual VTube Studio iPhone app and, like, everything. Hopefully, this means that my reactions, my facial expressions and stuff will be better. I'm not sure, but, well, we'll be testing it out, testing the waters. Also, if you're wondering why there's so little movement on my model, if you've been wondering about that, I just have all those movement parameters turned off because I don't like when it just starts like shuffling around all over the place. You know, that's a personal thing. I'll mess around with that though. Anyway, today we are going to be reacting to Bizly. I've watched a bunch of this guy's videos before. They are all fantastic. Every single one. They're all so good. And frankly, it just really has me wishing I hadn't watched so many of them already, so I could do reaction videos to them. um, his videos are fantastic, and I highly recommend checking them out whenever you get the chance. They are all so good. Anyway, today we will be reacting to Red Dead 2's Forest is actually terrifying. So let's get started. And here we go.
This forest in Red Dead Redemption 2, called Tall Trees, is one of my favorite locations in the entire game.
Oh.
I like to come up here to the lake and go fishing.
I love how he green screens himself onto these.
And it's a good place to hunt for deer.
Oh. Oh.
Overall, it's just a beautiful spot. But if you spend too long up here...
What the?
You'll never leave. There are men within the trees. They don't want your food or your money. They call themselves the Skinner Brothers.
Oh, Jesus. Kind of getting flashbacks to those cannibals from, like, the forest.
You
know what I mean?
They call me the catcher. They don't call me the catcher for nothing. I hope they don't call me the catcher, actually. I really don't want to be called the catcher. I'm not going to find all of them, but I am going to find their leader and find out why they do what they do. And then I'm going to tell you about how this group and other evil groups in Red Dead Redemption 2 are all connected. You coming in?
What?
Finally getting to work? Please is slacking on the job lately. May all be connected to the same supernatural.
I'm sorry, by the way, that I cannot get the mouth movements right on this for some reason. It just doesn't open as much as I need it to. Hold on, I'm gonna mess with. Okay, hopefully that's better. But let's get going.
Being, and it all starts in the city of Blackwater.
Blackwater. Sounds like it'd be an actual place.
Population here, and it's pretty well developed. They've got a paved road filled with people that leads up to a Capitol building. It's not a fully developed city, though. When I say they have one paved road, I literally mean they have a single paved road. So it looks like a developed city when you look at it from specifically this angle and do not turn your head. On the corner, I saw a boy selling copies of the local newspaper called the Blackwater Ledger. I bought a copy of Blackwater Ledger number 73 and read the article, Mongrel Gang Terrorizes Area. Telegraph from Sheriff Oswald Dunbar announces that a family traveling through Tall Trees has been found slain, reportedly by the notorious Skinner Brothers. The mother was found strangled and the children hanging from trees, and the father was found dead nearby, tortured in a gruesome and savage way. The Skinner Brothers are a ragtag bunch of outcasts and criminals known for brutal ways of dismembering and thieving. They are believed to be a group of half-breeds, mixed-race outcasts, outlaw Irishmen, a Chinaman, escaped killers, and rapers. They're as keen with an Apache bow as they are with a Mexican knife.
Okay, I need to remember that this is set in like the 1800s. So, like, I'm not sure how much them being mixed race would matter today, but, like, back then, especially, that would have been a detail to include, even if it was entirely, like, irrelevant. Although I guess just from the perspective of, like, knowing who you're looking for, knowing who to look out for, etc. That's, like, the only way, though.
Authorities have had a difficult time tracking the gang. They use cunning to cover their tracks and rarely stay in one place for very long. They are believed to have killed more innocents than the Otis Miller Boys, Butcher Brothers, and the Tallulah Jetty Gang. Again, what the fuck is the Tallulah Jetty Gang?
I was about to say that.
The way... What?
Well, a jetty is like... Isn't it like a small dock or something? I'll put like the definition up on screen in editing. But yeah, so it's like... It's just a jetty in a part of the map called Tallulah, I guess. Why would you name yourself after that? I'm not sure. Unless your whole thing is just like ransacking boats that dock there or something. I don't know.
Why are newspapers so hard? The way this group is described makes it sound like they're just a bunch of sadistic killers who murder people solely for their own enjoyment. I mean, I can't think of another reason why they would so brutally attack just a family passing through. Unlike the Night Folk, though, another group of murderers in Red Dead Redemption 2 that I talked about in a previous video, there is no doubt that these Skinner brothers are real.
I'm not sure if I've seen that one, actually. I believe I've seen the Bigfoot one. I've seen the serial killer one. I don't know if I've seen that specific one. I might go check that out later.
The sheriff here in Blackwater is on to them, but he's probably gonna need a little bit of help.
Oh?
From me, this guy's gonna do it. Step in. Catcher's gonna catch him. I don't. This is unrelated, but we're recording this video on a new camera. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below.
Well, all right then. Guess I'm dead now.
I was wondering if you could tell me about the most recent Skinner Brothers attacks.
Now, what is it that you think you know about the Skinners, boy? Is you one of them trying to sneak in here, take my skin, put it over that face of yours, look all pretty, sneak in my house, kiss my wife, tuck in my boy to bed, take him to practice tomorrow? What you want to do? You want to do my job? You want to clock work here, mister?
I heard about him in the newspaper.
Oh, hell! You should have said so. I got some
that was
looking into that one for me.
Okay,
oh my god.
Do you have any leads? Is there a way I can help?
Well, we do got a bounty out on one of them right now. His name's Elias Green.
Elias Green.
Dead or alive. He's a stocky man. He's last seen in the Great Plains area, wearing a bear hat and a buckskin shirt. If you do happen to be the one to find the gentleman, all I ask is you be kind enough to bring him in here alive, because I'd like to hang the bastard myself.
All right. Thank you, Sheriff.
Yeah, of course. Well, see ya.
What the
Oh, fucking hot day working in here.
You guys like that skit? That was a little bit of skit. What are you thinking? They call me the Skitter. That was worse than Catcher. Now that I had an idea of where to go, I decided to head up into Tall Trees to find Elias Green for myself. But to do that, I gotta call my horse.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Hey there, boy. Your hat fell.
Why is it a bird mask?
All right, I'm gonna get up on you now.
Oh my god, I'm feeling lightheaded. Oh god. Oh no.
No.
Oh my god. Dude. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my
He's
god.
not a leader within the Skinner brothers, but he is responsible for the most recent massacre, and he's somewhere in there. It didn't take long after riding into the forest to find bodies pinned into trees
Oh
and
my
what
god.
remained of a campsite. Flies swarming around.
Sorry about that. I had to stop for a minute to breathe. I was actually feeling lightheaded. I was laughing so hard.
Bloated corpses in the blood-soaked dirt.
It was like one of those. It was like one of those really intense quiet laughs. You know.
Worse up close than words.
There's just so much happening.
There are a lot of horrific deaths in Red Dead Redemption. I mean, the Wild West is a dangerous place. But these
True.
scenes left behind by the Skinner brothers are by far the most gruesome in the entire game. I've been trying to paint a picture in my mind of what actually happened here, why these people specifically were targeted. They had a wagon full of crates and barrels, but it doesn't look like the Skinner brothers actually took any of their supplies. They also didn't execute any of these people in a similar way. This one was burned, that one was scalped, and I truly do not have the vocabulary to describe what happened to this guy. One of the
Oh my
Skinners is out
gosh.
there wearing his skin, tugging his little boy into bed for certain.
Oh my god.
I appreciate that. We ought to get you a little cowboy hat.
His cat
I think they
looks
would love that.
exactly
Subscribe
like
on
my
Patreon.
cat.
1,000 patrons will get
like
her a
kinda
cowboy
crazy,
hat.
actually.
I don't even know how many I have right now. Is that a lofty goal? I don't know. It's not like Edmund Lowry, who wanted his work to be seen. These bodies weren't laid out in any particular way to be recognized. They were just used and discarded, barely treated.
Whoa.
The sounds of a gunshot ring out through the forest, coming from somewhere south of here. Following those distant pops, we're led to a group of men surrounding another man laying on the ground. This is a group of the Skinner brothers, and that man who looks like he has a literal bear on his head, that is Elias Green. I'm gonna shoot him in the head and make a little Elias Green for myself. Yeah, I make a lot of jokes.
Didn't the sheriff tell you to...
I was expecting for him to have like a bearskin hat or something.
Didn't the sheriff tell you to bring him in alive?
Bear head on his head. I mean, shit, it looks cool, sure. I'm not gonna stop him. I'm just surprised. I stopped and watched them for a while, just waiting to see what they would do. And while we wait for something to happen there, I gotta tell you about today's sponsor, Chime.
Oh?
Chime is America's #1 choice for banking, probably because they have an up to $350 incentive for new accounts right now. That's hard not to love. But Chime also has this great tool to help you save your money by automatically rounding up all your purchases to the nearest dollar and putting that extra money into a savings account for you. It's small amounts that you'll barely notice, but that add up over time. The best part is that you can put those savings directly into Chime's high-yield savings account and earn up to 3.75% APY. That stands for annual percentage yield, by the way. It just means how much return you're getting on your money over the course of a year. To give you an example of how it works, say you've got $10,000 in a normal savings account at the national average of 0.38% APY. In 1 year, you would earn $38 on that. But if you had it in Chime's high yield savings account at 3.75% APY, you would get $382. It's a pretty big difference that when paired with their other savings tools could really help you build savings significantly faster. For me, Chime's most helpful savings tool has been setting a percentage of my income to just automatically get saved so I never have to look at it. That way I don't see it sitting in my checking account and spend it on stupid stuff like food delivery. I do this often. I should not do this.
Yeah, I already use Chime. I love Chime, by the way. So if anybody's been wanting like some kind of confirmation on that, Chime is great. I fucking love Chime. And I've been using it myself for a solid few years now. And I've been thinking about doing this myself because while I'm not as bad as some other people on the internet that I could name, I'm not going to, but I could. And nobody will blame me. I'm not the best at saving money. I'll be upfront with it right now. I'm not the best at saving money, really. Not unless there's like I have to have like a very specific thing that I'm trying to save up for. You know? God, it's still not reading my lips properly, I feel like. We'll deal with it for now. I'm not the best at saving money. I've been trying to get better at it, but I'm just being upfront. I'm not. And like, I've been thinking about doing that myself for that exact reason. So it could just already be there instead of like, you know, just being in my checking account and like spending it on whatever, you know?
Chime is built to help you save and get those savings working for you. Switch to them with my link in the description down below or the QR code on screen to get up to $350 with a new Chime checking account. Join the millions of people who are already banking fee-free with Chime today. Thank you to Chime for sponsoring this video. It looks like they did initially start by robbing this caravan, but took pleasure in killing all but one man. They debated on letting him go, probably just toying with him, but ultimately decided to take his hair. Take his hair first.
What?
No! No!
And now you're free.
That's
the
not
weird
good.
thing about this is how he says, now he's free. Maybe he meant like free of his hair, but it just sounded weird to me. I took out all the surrounding Skinner brothers, and Elias just made a beeline for his horse. He was not standing on business at all today. So of course I yoinked him off with the lasso and tied him up. He actually drops the weird bear hat, so you can just pick it up and put it on. It's awesome. This is mine now. He gets really mad about it and also threatens to bite you at some point.
God damn it! I'll bite you! Yeah.
Finally, I brought him back to the sheriff's office where he could be dealt with accordingly.
He still smells like his mama Marjorie. That's definitely him.
What?
The fuck, man? I turned in the bounty, got my money, and the sheriff immediately gave me another bounty. This one for 2’s Skinner, one of the leaders of the Skinner brothers. Roughly 48 years old, bushy beard with some gray in it, blue eyes, and
48.
quick in his movements. Last seen in the tall trees region. I figured it was easy.
48 back then is not a number to scoff at, okay? That was like you're doing you know what the fuck you're doing when you're living to 48 back in the 1800s. And you're not like royalty or something.
Enough to find the last guy. It won't be hard to find this one. If anything, it seems like they have infinite numbers infesting these woods. What has been bothering me though is I have no idea why they do everything they do. Could it actually just be for pleasure? Do not go back there and buy my stuff.
What?
You're going back there? No. No. It doesn't seem like it would be possible to.
It's kind of surprising my cat doesn't do that more often.
That, hey, killing people and living
nothing's
in the woods
stopping her.
is
She just
really
doesn't.
fun, and we should go do that. There's got to be like a common goal, something that they have all united together to do. Good boy. This is my horse. We couldn't get a horse mask on Amazon, so we got a crow mask. I'm supposed to be riding the horse. I promise I'm not. I promise it's not backshot. I rode my horse
Oh my
through
God.
the woods where I continued to find more and more dead bodies. But the weirdest thing I came across was this camp.
Whoa.
This one somehow more horrific than the last. What remained of the people here barely resembled a human. I began exploring around it just like the last one, but here I noticed some odd details. I mean, the bodies are pretty odd, but like spooky odd, supernatural odd. Sam and Dean Winchester odd. Castiel, the only way to fight the demons if we kiss odd.
The fuck?
Castiel? I don't know. My girlfriend likes that show. The first strange thing I noticed was this head sitting on a box over here. It's possible.
I have a cousin. I don't know if he still is, but I know that he was obsessed with that show like a long time ago. I remember one day he came up and asked me if I thought he looked anything like Jensen Ackles, the guy who plays, I believe it was Dean in that show. And like, I literally just looked this man straight in the eye and told him, I look more like Jensen Ackles than he does. And for those of you who haven't seen what I look like, I look nothing like Jensen Ackles. Those of you who have seen what I look like can attest to that.
Possible that both of these heads belong to the bodies that have been strung up around the camp, but this head on the left specifically has its mouth sewn up, something I have only seen once before in Red Dead Redemption 2. I did a video similar to this one just under a year ago where I talked about a group of killers in the swamp on the other side of the map called the Night Folk, a group of feral humans who
he mentioned that
speak at
earlier.
all and hunt anyone who travels through the bayou. Specifically, there was a house I investigated that was connected to
Hold up.
who travels through the bayou. Specifically,
okay, it looked like there was just a hole where that horse's neck was supposed to be for a second. No, it's like it looks like the hair is just like blowing in the wind weirdly.
There was a house I investigated that was connected to the Night Folk, and in it I found what's
it called, a main
shrunken head. And this head that I found on the complete opposite side of the map looks very similar. I had attributed these shrunken heads completely to the Night Folk, but here we are on the other side of the map, miles away from the nearest sighting of a Night Folk, and there's a shrunken head. Now, it could just be a coincidence, and maybe I'm making some assumptions about this head here. Granted, it's not shrunken, it just has those same characteristics. But it did get me thinking about all the other details surrounding the Night Folk and how they may relate to the Skinner brothers. And this is where it gets fucking weird. I would go get the tinfoil. I'm not allowed to take any more tinfoil. We're not supposed to, I've been told I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I have something. All right, check me out. This helmet will protect me from evildoers who will try to silence me because I know the truth. There was this one detail about the Night Folk that I could never really wrap my head around, so I didn't make a big point of it in the video. But there are these
I'm honestly kind of surprised he doesn't just get like a tinfoil like maybe not like actual tinfoil, but just like some kind of like helmet or hat or something off of Amazon that's designed to look like tinfoil for these segments. So he doesn't just have to like waste a ton of tinfoil every single time.
markings on the trees all around the bayou. Looking it up initially, the general consensus was that these were connected to Haitian and Louisiana voodoo. I just took that at the time to mean the night folk were doing some voodoo shit, and it really didn't go any deeper than that. The part I couldn't figure out was how these symbols were connected to the same symbols found on the other side of the map at a quote pagan ritual site. This ritual site is outside of Tall Trees, just north of it, but it's pretty close. At this ritual site, you can find these same white symbols, but drawn larger and etched into the ground around this body. You can also take this mask off the body and wear it. I thought it might be related to the cat skull mask that you can find in that house in the bayou where I found
Dear God, that's a big cat.
head, but I really don't know how they would be connected. It's just two skull masks. I could not for the life of me figure out why these same symbols would appear all the way across the map. Did that mean the night folk traveled all the way over here and sacrificed a guy in a way that they never did in their home? That would not make any goddamn sense. They'd never been spotted outside of the bayou. And also, they don't talk. How would they coordinate a movement like that? The dots just never really connected over there, so I didn't think much of it. I let it go.
Maybe they speak through telepathic communication.
Actually connect over here, where we are currently talking about. The thing we are currently talking about. Look at the way this animal skull is displayed here by the Skinners. Jagged branches poking out from the ground, surrounding this rock with a skull on it. Or how they displayed this skinned body with the jagged branches poking out behind it, affixed to these other branches.
God, I'm glad that I have like the video so shrunken down in the corner of my thing here, because God, that it's a wonder he doesn't get demonetized over this shit. I don't want to take my chances more than I have to.
In such an odd pattern, such an odd shape. Now, look at the pagan ritual site with the same jagged branches sticking out behind it with a rock in the center. It's not the exact same thing, but goddamn, it's similar enough to make me question it. There is the problem of there being no symbols in or around the Skinners camp, meaning it wouldn't be correlated. But I would argue that the Skinners are a simple folk. They probably wouldn't go through the trouble of drawing all of these symbols in white chalk or whatever that was. But they might build strange posts resembling a line going straight up through an X, a shape that's very similar to the markings on the ritual site as well as in the bayou. And then, top it all off, they affix their sacrifice.
Fun fact, nobody knows what that S symbol means or where it came from. It's just sort of a thing we all know from like elementary to middle school. And there have been people, at least according to their claims, we don't have any way to verify it really, but there are people who claim to have been going to school back in like as early as like the 60s and seeing that symbol around and even drawing it themselves. But even they don't remember where they saw it. They just remember it. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not going to try to link that to like some kind of well-known conspiracy theory or anything. It probably doesn't go that deep. It's probably just a symbol that some kid thought was cool, and then he showed it to his friends, and then they thought it was cool, and they started drawing it themselves, and the cycle started from there. But it's like it's so funny that that's like such a borderline universally known symbol for absolutely fucking nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It's not connected to a brand. Nobody knows where it came from. It just sort of exists. And I think that's really funny.
Directly to it. You want to go down this rabbit hole even more? Watch this YouTube video where the phone guy from FNAF goes through the entire process of sacrificing people at the ritual site, and they all get mummified for some reason. And there's a wolf that also gets mummified. It's a good video. And if you're watching this, the phone guy from FNAF, never get a new microphone. Don't let the comments change you. I like it. Now, I don't necessarily think that the Skinner brothers are responsible for that ritual site up to the north. And I don't think that the Night Folk are either. But I do think that both the Night Folk and the Skinner brothers are connecting to the same supernatural being. The Strange Man. A man with a top hat and a mustache that has appeared multiple times throughout Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. The writer for this game, Dan Houser, has confirmed in an interview that the Strange Man was meant to be the embodiment of karma or the devil. I won't go too deep into the strange man here because that would take an entire video to go over. I feel like I've already established
I'd be
a good
interested
base
in that
for why
video.
these two groups are connected in some way and how all of these different rituals and sacrifices or whatever seem to be related in some way. But why I think they're related to the strange man specifically is actually due to a few lines said by the Skinner brothers. I found these lines on the internet. I wasn't actually able to find them in the game, so just be aware I might have been duped by a mod or something. I'm pretty sure it's in the game though, like mostly sure.
He was happy with our work today. He told me he'd come at the dawn of the century.
Dawn of the
I still
century.
wait as it's barely getting light. How much blood before he sated? You know this work out here, the killing.
Who's he talking
It's
to?
a calling.
And what I think specifically is referring to the strange man is the Prince of Darkness is a gentleman. Oh devil, what work have you for me? The idea that the Prince of Darkness, the devil, already been confirmed to be the strange man, is a gentleman, someone maybe wearing a suit, top hat, nice mustache. What's tripping me up is that they talk about all this like it's work, like it is a job they have to do. I don't understand, why would the strange man need a sacrifice? They talk about the dawn of the century, like they're preparing for something, building to something. I feel like I have a strong idea of who's doing this, but I have no idea why.
What the?
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. You can if you want to. I'm sorry. We've gone through this a couple times.
What?
Damn it. The Skinners found me at my
The fuck
camp
was
and told
that?
me I was lucky that I should leave, and if they found me here again, then I would lose my top. For some reason, they didn't actually kill me. They just rode off into the night. And so,
Okay.
instead of killing them, I followed them, hoping that they would lead me back to a camp and hopefully, the guy I'm looking for, I forgot his name. Shit. I didn't write that in the script. Shit. What was his name? Shit. Oh God. I'm taking this off. Elias Green. No, that's the other. What's the other one? Ursa Skinner. Emu Skinner. No, what the fuck was his name? Otis. Hopefully they lead me to Otis. I stayed as far behind.
I was
as
like,
could
Ursa
and just
Skinner doesn't sound
followed
right.
For a while. The sun started to rise as I crept up on their camp.
Go out there murdering folks. The world.
I mean, I was ready to
Sat
believe it,
on
but
a
I was like,
nearby ledge for a
that doesn't
while,
sound.
just
That doesn't sound right.
watching. I wanted to confirm that Otis was.
I was not ready to
and
believe
they
Emu
are
Skinner,
not
though.
very smart. They did in fact confirm out loud that Otis, the man I was looking for, was right there in front.
Otis Skinner. How'd I manage to fall in with you? All I had to do was take it.
Whoa. What are you doing? Oh wait, yeah, sniper tactics. What the fuck? What? You said 360 no scope shit? What?
Hey, that one's getting away. Get him, horse!
Whoa. Okay.
Good job, horse! I shot down all except for Otis, who I chased down and hogtied. Somehow he was even less happy than the guy with the bear.
That was a lot.
Guy with the bear. I just said his name.
Elias Green.
I fuck. I got the hiccups. As I was riding back, a group of guys showed up on horseback, shooting at me, trying to get him free, which would have been a problem if he didn't warn me that they were gonna do that, like less than a minute before it happened.
This ain't over, mister. Not by a long shot. You ain't out of the woods yet.
Oh, be quiet.
I don't know why anyone would want to join this guy's murder cult.
That-
He is really stupid. Finally, I
Yeah.
brought Otis to the sheriff and collected my bounty.
Well, mister, there ain't only one way to fry an egg, and let's say we'll be eating good.
What?
What? About a day later, I stood in a crowd to watch Otis swing for everything he'd done. He was a vile man all the way up until the end.
Dirty son of a bitch.
Even there,
React.
though, watching Otis hang, I still couldn't get rid of this pit in my stomach. I just wanted to know why all of this was happening, why the sacrifices were taking place at all. And so, I got on my horse and I rode east. I went to a location in the bayou that I had left out of my previous Red Dead video. I never brought it up because I had no idea if he was actually connected to the Nightfolk. I ended that video completely uncertain of why the Nightfolk were killing people. With everything I've learned now, though, it's hard to deny it. All of this, everything I've seen, is connected to the Strange Man.
The Strange Man. Wait, but what was that painting?
And I have no idea if I will ever figure out why or what all of this is for, but
I mean, Red Dead Redemption 1 takes place after 2. 2 is a prequel, and the Strange Man apparently appears there, so clearly nothing could have happened to him in Red Dead Redemption 2.
if I ever do, I will make another video for y'all. But I do not have those answers today, so in the meantime, click the card right here to go and watch another one of my videos. Thank you to the $25 patrons over at patreon.com/Bizly channel. I'm going to spend your money on a little
There was nothing
cowboy
there.
hat for the cat. We're going to see if she likes that. I know y'all are going to burn me at the stake because this is not Skyrim Part 2, but I promise I'm working like myself.
I'm confused. There was nothing there.
Trying to get an incredible story out of that. I just don't have a lot of control.
My mom
over
never
the
loved me?
narrative
What the
there,
fuck?
So I've got to just keep playing until I get it. I am working on it. There's no question about that. Just be patient with me. It will come. I promise. I need to wake up. I want to wake up.
Fantastic video, by the way. The Skyrim as a guard video. Highly recommend that one. I unfortunately already watched it on my own time, so I'm not going to be doing a reaction to that one. I might do a reaction video to part 2, and then just put like a link to part 1 in it, and be like, hey, the description, like the links in the description. Go watch part 1 if you haven't already. And then, of course, watch part 2 on his channel, and then come back and watch my reaction if you're interested, like that sort of thing. I might do that. But, yeah, I'm not... that video was how I found his channel, and that was before I started doing reaction content, so I'm not going to react to that one on video. Because it would just be ingenuine,
I want to wake up. I'm dreaming. I want to wake up. I want to wake up now. I want to wake up now. I want to wake up now.
Jesus.
Thank you so much for 1,101,860 subscribers. Hot diggity dang. We're finally up to the 1.1. And also thank you for all the love and support on the sponsored video, the last one that I did. I know not everyone loved it and was supportive of it, but a lot of you were, and I do really appreciate that. But yeah, I got to go play Skyrim for 18 hours a day now. So click the card. Thank you. Goodbye.
You may have seen the link to his Assassin's Creed 4 video as well. Go watch that one too. That one is fantastic. I also already saw that one on my own time, and it was really good. But yeah, this was a great video. I honestly love Bizly's videos. I'm so glad I found his channel. It's all so good. It's such fantastic, well edited stuff. If I can figure out how to record videos in VR chat or something, I might even try to do stuff like that myself, because it seems not only really interesting but also really fun to do. But I'm not sure how I'd be able to do it as a VTuber. If I ever do get to that point, we'll figure that out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching me react to it. Link, as always, will be in the description below. And link to his channel, as well as all of my stuff, will be in the description below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to catch you next time. Take care.